Hello guys, it's MinkiSan off of YouTube. How you going? Alright? Right then, I'm going to show you today how to make this. Well, I'm going to show you a couple of things that I do to make this. I've decided to make my intro cards more interesting. Okay, so what we've got on here that you might want to learn to do today are the rays coming out of here, and also the patterns that I've put over the top of the background and on here. So I'm going to show you how to make those, or how to set the presets for it anyway, and how to just basically set this up. So we're going to make something that looks like that. If you want tutorials for this stuff, let me know. If you want tutorials for anything really, let me know. But this is a gaming channel, so I just thought I'd show you how to do that. The reason is I've got this new gaming channel which is for children, and I thought I'd make it brighter. And then I thought, you know what, I should put more effort into my intro cards. So first things first, let's pick our colours that we're going to use. So we are probably going to have, I think we'll go for orange and red because they kind of go nicely together. Just a quick tip on colours. If you're going to pick a colour to go together at least, if you stick to one layer, one line of these colours, they are kind of complementary colours across this row. So we want red and orange. So I've picked these two, I think. No, I haven't. I've picked these two. This one and this one that we're going to use. So we're going to start first by opening a new canvas. We want it 1920 by 1080. You can make it as big as you like. There's no point really. Viva Pinata Sample. We'll just call it that so I can keep it for myself later on. So we've got this, firstly we've got this just blank transparent background. First thing we want to do is make sure we've got our orange colour selected here. Well, you can pick whatever colours you want. So whatever you want your background to be, you put that there. I shouldn't make you make exactly the same thing. The next thing you can do is come over and just switch to the next colour that you've picked. I'm using red. I should make it simpler. Then click your pen tool. You want it on pen tool, this top one. Okay, if you've not done this before, this will probably be set to path. Make sure you change it to shape. So you've got a picture of the pen tool, change it to shape, then come down to gear. Now we want the rays coming out from a central point around here somewhere. I would say here-ish is for mine. But we need to draw outside of the canvas. So to make sure we can do that easily, hold down Control and press minus. That's going to zoom out slightly. Let's go about here and draw outside the canvas to about there. That's the width of it. 3 points. 1, 2, 3, and done. Okay, so we've now got our basic ray shape. I don't know why that keeps popping up. It's really irritating me. And then what you want to do is press Control, Alt, and T. Now, of course, these controls are for PC. I'm assuming that Control is Command and Alt is Function, perhaps, if it's a Mac. Same thing applies. Anyway, what we're doing is we're going to change the anchor point to this location. At the moment, it's here. It's called a registration point. We're going to actually bring that down to there. Then we want to change the angle so we can spin this around. Up here, you can see this angle marker. Change that to 20. All right, that's going to immediately draw another one there. Anyway, okay. So now we've got our angle in. We've got everything looking nice how we want it. Press Enter twice. That's going to bring us, so we've got this shape. We can see what's happening. Hold down Alt, Control, Shift, and now press T a lot of times to draw in the rest of our points. How exciting. So we've now got the rays drawn, and it looks fantastic. Change back to the normal pointer. Come over here, right-click on the shape, and come down to Rasterize Layer. So now we can edit this directly. So this is the time to make a change to the colours if you want to make a change to the colours. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to merge these two layers together. So once we're happy with what we've got, let's zoom back in, and we like the way that looks, let's merge visible. Okay, we've now got one layer. So what we can do, we can leave it like this, we can add stuff to it, we can do kind of whatever we want really. However, I think personally it looks a little bit better if it's got like a nice pattern over the top. So to do that, we could just right click, go to blending options, and just pick a pattern that we want to use. Not that one, that's ridiculous. We could pick the ones that are here like this, or the other ones that they've got. Change the scale that up and change the opacity so we can actually see the stuff behind. But I think they're a bit blech. So you can make some custom ones. If you've never done this before, you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, you'll have 5 different patterns. But you can make your own. Look, I've made this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I didn't make that one actually, I downloaded it. But anyway, we don't want that one. We want, you know, all these different patterns. And the way to make them is really simple, but seems kind of complicated. So let's go and make one first. Open up a new image. Make it 8. Oh, not 80. Oh no, make it 8 by 8. Okay, it's going to be really small. Don't need to name anything. Hold down Control and then hold down plus. That will zoom us into this thing. Go and pick a brush. So get your brush tool, which is here, and make sure your pixels is 1. Now you could do this with black. You could do this with white. You can do whatever you want, whatever color you want to use to do this pattern with. I would say stick to this layer if it's specifically for this thing. Pick another color. If you want it darker, if you want like a darken it, pick a darker color. But I'm going to go for like this pinky sort of color, and I'm going to just draw a shape I'm happy with. I'm going to try and draw a cross. That's going to stand out. I could leave it like that actually and make a line, but I'm going to try and draw a cross here. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's a pattern. So when you're happy, it's not really very much of a cross, is it? But I'm happy with it. Let's go to File, Edit, and come down to Define Pattern. Call this Pink Cross. That's what I've called it. You don't have to call it that. You could make a circle if you want, or a dot. Click OK. So now we've defined that as a pattern. We can close it. Don't even need to save it. It's done. Now when we go over here and we click Shape, we go Blending Options. So it's right click to bring that box up. Come down to Pattern Overlay. Pick the click it and pick the pattern that we want, which is now going to be our cross. It looks amazing. We never knew it was going to be so good. Then we can just lighten it or darken it to make it give us the appearance that we want. Yeah, I like that. I'm quite happy with that. I think that looks kind of cool now. It's got a little bit more interestingness to it. So then we want to add some images over the top. Now what you can do is go on to Google or somewhere and search for some PNGs. Basically that's an image with a transparent background. So I've got some images here. Some have transparent backgrounds, some don't, but it's ones that I've used in different stuff. So this one does have a transparent background. I'm going to put this Limnosaurus. I'm going to resize it and I'll pop it about here. I'm happy with that. I like that. Oh, okay, cancel. We don't want to do anything with that. Okay, we don't want to move it. We're not changing it or anything. I just made an error, all right? Let's just remember. So we can put this one here. Let's get another. Let's get the logo in. You can probably find PNG's logos for most games that you're playing. If not, you can just do something. If you're not doing gameplay videos, if you're just doing jokey stuff, you can find any images you want that are PNGs. Let's get that roughly central. I'm happy with that. I do everything by eye, which is the wrong way of doing it. So we've now got the correct font for the game. Little kids know what they're clicking. They know what they're going to get. Let's add one more. Oh, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's put this fudge hog in, and we'll remove the background. So if you can't find one, if you can't find a PNG for the image that you like, what you could do is go and find one with a solid picture but a coloured background, okay, that is different to any of the colours in the image itself, and drop that into your image. If you come over here, right click and then rasterize this layer, it means we can edit it. So then if you come up to your magic wand tool, just click here, press delete. We've now created, click outside the box to remove that. We've now created our very own transparent image. Let's put the text in front of it there, and we've got a nice looking image. We just need to put some text in to tell people what the episode's about. So let's I like a font called Badaboom. Okay, that's just what I like. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same color. You can use whatever color you want. You can contrast it, you can do whatever you like. I am going to use the same color as the cross. So I'm hoping it's going to look kind of cool. It might not. It might look terrible. We'll have to do it. We're going to call this episode 6. It'll be number 6. No, that's not the shift. Number 6. Why does it change to Myriad Pro? That's very annoying, isn't it? Let's go. Let's go. And actual fact, let's just type it and then change it because it'll just change back, won't it? Episode 6. Now let's go and change it to Badaboom. This is a font I downloaded. I just liked it. It looks sort of like a comic book is why I wanted to use it. And the title of this episode is going to be Don't Know. Because I don't know what it's going to be called. Don't know yet. I haven't made it. That's why. Let's move this into a nice position. Get this right like that. And then, once we're happy with the way it looks and where it is, we can then go and change it. So firstly, we're going to want to define a line around the outside of it. So if we go to layer, click layer style, and click stroke, that's going to give us a nice look around the outside of it, makes it look cool. We could put a pattern over the top of it again, to something that we think might look better than that. Let's put lines across it, and then if we change the opacity, that's going to make it go back to sort of like a pinky colour. In actual fact, let's make it stand out a little bit by adding some beveling and embossing, and maybe contour the edges a bit and add a drop shadow so it looks cool. Okay, that is how I made those images. So if you want to know anything else about Photoshop, you want any other tutorials, let me know, and I will do my very best to assist you with another tutorial. So thanks for watching this video. Check out my other videos. Go and check out my new channel if you've got kids. Go and watch it with them, and make sure that you're very happy with everything that's going on in your life. You're good people. I've got a lot of time for you. I'll see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.
Yeah, goodbye. Yeah.